Go.
Hello everyone, welcome to the Blue Door podcast. It's not the permanent name, it's the first name I came up with. It's the second name I came up with. The first one was even worse.
We're not going to say
today.
that one. Yeah, we're not going to talk about that.
Family Guy Cellboard, that was the name of the podcast. I'm sorry. Seth MacFarlane, he pressed charges. I wasn't happy with it. I said, just let me have this, Seth. He said no. We're joined with
Yeah, shall we introduce everyone?
Oh, hello.
Bill.
Hello.
Hi.
My name's Bill.
Great. Sally.
I shaved my legs with Nivea moisturiser this morning.
How did
my God,
you
I
shave
shaved my
your
leg
legs
this
with
morning
moisturiser?
Because it's like nicer for the hair.
But did you use like a shaver
Yeah, but
out?
the hairs are gonna die
You
anyways.
didn't just use the moisture, you didn't just go and the hair came out, you know?
No, I used it and I shaved it.
Sally,
I use an electric
What?
razor.
Sally,
What?
your voice is really nice on here.
Is it actually?
Yeah.
Yeah, really like.
But who's interrupting?
We're not using Family Guy soundboard.
Just listen to the
Billy, no.
side boob hour.
Billy, shut up. Fuck's sake, man. Alright, so Sally, what do you want to talk to us about?
I wanted to talk about the crime rates in America.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that where we're
Are
going?
you sure
Is
we
that
should
the
talk about that?
direction
We'll
we're heading?
get those
I'm-
dislikes
How
from
much?
American people.
Out of 10, from 1 to 10, I'm going to ask you 2 questions, both of them will be 1 to 10. How much do you know about, realistically, don't lie to me, because I'm looking at you, I'll know if you're lying to me, Sally. Out of 10, from 1 to 10, yeah? You can say 0 if there's nothing, you know? How much do you know about the crime rate in America?
A good 7.
Okay, really?
Oh, that's Yes. quite hard.
I'm looking at you, I feel you're lying to me.
Okay,
right
a good
now.
5.
A good 5. I don't
Yeah.
think it's a good 5. I think
Fine, like 4.
I think it's lower than
No,
that.
it's 4. It's
Lower.
definitely 4.
Lower.
3.
Lower.
It's 3.
A 0.
No, it's
I don't-
not.
Alright, name one fact about crime rate. Give me a percentage.
I can't give you a percentage.
That's exactly.
I was just going to talk
Exactly.
about how bad it is.
Exactly, Sally. Let's talk about ASMR.
Oh, can we listen
So-
to the honeycomb one? They're the best.
Honeycomb.
What the fuck is that?
Oh,
What's
I
a
love
honeycomb
the honeycomb.
ASMR?
So
It's so sticky and wet.
Lucy, get off.
Bye, Shaw.
Bye, Sean.
I'm actually gonna kill you. You're actually gonna get shot.
Why
And now the door's locked. There's no way out. I'm
Why
gonna
don't we
kill
do a
you,
would you
Charlotte.
rather?
Just because all a ruse.
Why don't we do a would you rather?
No.
Why?
Shaw, do you want to be?
Because that's too personal.
Do you
We
wanna-
need
do
to
you-
just state facts.
Okay, hang on.
Alright, let's
How's
talk about
that?
ASMR. We're talking about ASMR here.
What's your favourite kind? What's everyone's favourite?
I like the aloe vera one.
Oh yeah, they're
I'm not a fan of ASMR.
Oh no,
But
the
I
sticky
like winding my
noodles one.
friends up with
I've never
it.
listened to Sticky Noodles.
Have you ever heard Biggie Cheese gay roleplay ASMR? I had it downloaded to my phone for a while, and it's really good because it's like
Okay.
a whole furry gay roleplay. Get off.
Furry.
Yeah, no. What's your opinion on furries?
I think they.
So,
If like your best friend came up to you and he said, "I really like looking at dog porn." Like furry porn, not like bestiality.
who are you
There's a
talking to, me or
difference.
Sally?
Everyone. I'm talking to the
Okay,
room
alright.
here.
Open.
It's an open conversation. Sally, who's one of your best friends? Who's a great friend of yours?
Maisie.
So if Maisie comes up to you,
Sally.
Shade.
Tea.
oh, if people think they're throwing shade, I'm gonna throw some shadows in a minute. Sally,
Yeah.
Maisie comes up to you and says, "I just really want my intimate other to yiff me in furry outfits. Would you support her?" She was
I-
like, "Hey, do you want to kind of fur
I mean,
con
she's
with
already a
me?"
lesbian, so it'd just make her so. She wouldn't have any rights.
So like, she comes up to you. She says, "I bought me in your fursuit. I really like it. I know you're not into it. Are you a furry? In any? Are
no
you like
comment.
low key? Would you like if you saw like some thick ass dog? Would you be like, oh,
No comment.
no comment? Okay.
No.
But so like, Maisie comes up to you. She's like, "Hey, I bought us some fursuits. I won the lottery." Okay.
Why are we still talking about this?
Can I say something? Can you ask some other person the question? Sally.
Yeah.
I'm quickly. All right, Billy. Your mum and dad? You walk in on them. They're having sex. Yeah, in furry outfits. What would you do? You see your mums. You know they're properly in there. It's like
You join in.
you hear the wet sloppy
This,
sounds
this.
of your
Do that
parents. They're not having sex. They're making love. It's intimate. And they're in proper gimp outfits. What would you say?
I would say, where the fuck did you get them from?
They go.
Is that all you'd say?
And
That's-
said, what,
They
what-
just
what
go
do
to
you
the
think?
sex
Where the fuck
store,
did you get
Bill.
that
They
from?
go, oh well, Billy, there's a sex shop
The
that we
bar.
own. We're going to the sex shop. We bought a sex shop. We're going to sell sex toys, Billy.
I would say, can I have some
We'd
sex
like
toys?
you to run the cashier.
I'll say, okay.
Thank you.
I'll be
I
paid
love
for
you,
sex
son.
toys.
Come here and give me a cuddle.
Is
No, I
it-
wouldn't
would
do
it be
that.
like the Greatest
Come and
Showman?
give me a kiss.
No, I wouldn't do that either.
What
Oh,
relation
okay.
does that got to do with
I love you,
it?
son.
Because his parents.
Let's talk about.
And then he'd like.
Has anyone ever seen someone die?
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Let's talk about death.
Can we? Okay.
Depends.
My dog
The
fainted in my
the
car the
videos
other
count.
day.
Can we not talk about death
The
for
video-
a second?
Okay, well
No,
not.
he genuinely did.
Not like a family member, like a stranger.
Stop.
I know,
Josh,
genuinely.
stop.
How many strangers
Okay.
have you seen die?
2 or 3.
Have you actually?
Yeah.
Like,
Can we stop, please?
Okay, we're gonna
Alright,
stop.
we're gonna stop.
We stopped. Because you're so you're like out of order.
So
Sally,
let's-
are you okay?
Yeah, I'm
Are you
fine.
sure?
Yeah.
Finn,
So,
try and give Sally a hug.
Yeah, go.
No, it's fine. Don't.
No,
don't.
she needs comfort. I can't see Sally. It's really sad.
So Lucy, you got any topics for us?
Cyberbillion.
Cyberbullying.
Yep. Don't
I
do
don't
it.
believe
Can I say something quickly?
Yeah.
Does anyone miss Club Penguin?
Oh yeah, that was.
No, because
tell
no,
you a
because there's
story.
this thing called Free Penguin, and it's
Yeah, but
like
not
Club
the same.
Penguin, but you can swear. You have
No, but-
unlimited. You have membership. You can get any piece of clothing you want. It's just Club Penguin.
This ain't a brand deal.
Yeah, but
With
like,
violent.
what about the pizza mini game and the
Yeah,
what's it
no.
called?
Yeah, it's all there. It's just it is Club Penguin, but you can swear. Free Penguin, yeah, definitely use it. I've had
Let's
a
have a
lot of
look.
good times.
Yeah.
Let's have a look at Free Penguin.
Basically, when I first got Club Penguin, I said to my
Oh
mum,
shit, it is the same.
I was like, Mum, can I get Club Penguin? She was like, yeah. So we did it all. We like set it all
Some
up.
top Club Penguin stories.
And then I heard in my school, one of them were like, if you spell on Club Penguin, you get taken off for 24 hours. So I was like, oh, I want to see this. So my mum was like, okay, I'll let you have Club Penguin. So I put like fuck as the first thing I said on there, and I got taken off for 24 hours. And my mum comes in, she was like, let's see this thing then. And I was like, oh, I've been taken off.
I was a massive Club Penguin fan from like year 5 to year 7.
What about Mushroom Monsters as well?
Fucking Rushing Monsters is sick, but
Mushroom
I've
Monsters is shit.
and I've had a lot of weird experiences on Club Penguin as a child. I got into a love triangle
Oh.
in Club Penguin.
Best triangle.
Only you would.
Oh man, it was like it was so mad. It was like teenage rom shit.
I bet one of them was like your great granddad or something.
Like my 4-year-old men in like My Little Pony like graphic t-shirts, really thoroughly like it's like probably like thick on them.
Oh,
like,
they're my favourite.
I had one of them,
Go
and he
on,
was
what?
like, "Do you want to meet me? I live in UK," and I was like, "Sure. How old are you?" And he was like, "Oh, I'm only
why would you
12."
want to meet a
And-
stranger?
No, he said
Some
he had
fool
money.
man's like, want
And
to meet
he was
me?
like-
I only 12 in UK. Come to my house. I pay for you to come. Why would you?
Sally would love that though. She'll get all the money from
It
the
was
old
you,
men.
so you're sitting this random foreign man. So I am 12, I'm 12.
He said he was
I
a
come
girl.
house, I go, I say, lovely pretty girl, I show you my nudies. I come to my house. Don't bring no parent. Just woo, shh, don't tell
We went
mama.
from like Pakistan to Asian so quickly.
Same, could be any of them. Oh no, they're coming. They're at the door. all of the.
There's a massive herd of them.
It's a horde of Indonesian catfishers. But Finn, continue your story, please.
Wait, can I quickly say something?
Wait.
I'm trying to create a Free Penguin, what's called account, but it's just taking forever.
What do you mean? You just
Oh,
What username should I
Bill,
do?
Call yourself.
interrupt us
Twinkle
just to
Dick.
tell us that.
Oh guys, I'm making a
I'm
making a Club Penguin
Twinkle
account.
Dick.
What's a good
That's your
username?
name.
Call yourself Indonesia 5.
Twinkle toes.
Finn, continue your story, please. Thanks.
Yeah.
Yes, I will.
So your
Well,
catfish story.
Yeah, this man was like, I think it was a man, or it might have
Okay.
been an older woman. But
Okay.
they were like, "Oh, I'm a 12-year-old girl and really like you." And I said, "Yeah,
Yeah.
sure." And then they were like, "I have some money. Do you want to give me your bank details?" And I said, "Yeah, sure." So I gave them my bank details.
Are
And
you
then,
joking?
No.
You're an idiot.
Yeah. And then
Hello, sexy 12-year-old girl, give me your card!
I think he was Irish actually.
What was
Yeah.
that? What the hell?
Give me your bank account.
How
How stupid can you be?
does a pretty 12-year-old
It was
girl?
only my mum.
I'll show you my person after. Give me your card.
And then my mum had to cut my card.
I thought it was your mum's card.
Did she
Yeah.
cut the chip?
Oh.
Because that's the bit you have to cut. Isn't?
Can I quickly bring something up?
Go ahead.
That's
Go
extremely
ahead.
important.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, I
The
do, but
Mothman.
like,
The
she never let me use it.
Let's talk about the Mothman,
What
guys.
if you woke up and the
Oh,
Mothman
God.
was just sucking your dick?
I would fucking cry.
Oh,
I would
yeah,
be
it's
terrified.
so
Like, turn the
I'd be
tables
like-
and start
Yeah,
sucking
it's fine.
his.
So you're walking down the street, lovely evening, crescent sky, crimson moon. You're like, ooh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
And you're looking at the moon and you see a moth-like shadow. I'd just shit myself. Shit would run down my legs. But please continue. Is there any more to the catfish story?
Sure.
Did you get any sexy pics? As a
Oh,
little 12-year-old?
No,
No?
I blocked
Josh, you're desperate.
it. I don't know if it was.
Yeah,
a
I
man
want some
or
4-year-old
actually,
and or
but-
12-year-old girl.
Both, you know.
It's either one or the other.
Which really
Belle Delphine.
She's secretly a 4-year-old man in a wetsuit.
I see banana.
But yeah,
There's
I'm going to talk
banana.
about my Club Penguin story if everyone's okay
Yeah,
with
go
that.
for
Everyone's
it,
going to
man.
fucking let me tell
I'm
me.
gonna, yeah, okay.
So
go on.
I've
You
had
talk
Club
too
Penguin for a
much.
couple of years,
Okay.
and I was a little pussy. I was terrified of swearing. It was like year 6 or year 5, and I'm playing Club Penguin, and I'm all alone in the lighthouse, and I think, what if I swear? What if I swear on the Club Penguin lighthouse? No one else is there. So I type in, holy shit, and I get instantly banned, and I have a panic attack. I freak out. I start crying. I say, if my mum finds out, I am dead. I am fucked. I'm truly darn tootin' screwed. So I'm sitting there having I don't sleep all night. I got school in the morning. I'm sitting there stressed as hell. I get ready for school. Mum's like, oh, do you want to go on the computer? I go, no, I'm fine, Mum. I'm fine. I go to school. She never found out, luckily.
My mum
Jo-
found out.
But I was terrified for 24 hours. It was the most horrifying night of my
Was
life.
it like Saw or something?
Yeah, Jigsaw. I just saw Robert run down the hall. Just really. I was like, oh.
Who knew? Go on.
Can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead, man.
Right. I used a new username. It
Oh my
worked, and
God,
it said,
no.
What, Indonesia
anal
9?
lover is already taken.
Great.
Obviously, it's already taken.
Yeah, that's so
If
basic.
they love it so much, they're obviously going to use
What
it.
about
So,
oral
so
lover?
I did spit lover.
Oh yeah, fuck
that
yeah,
work?
dude.
Sorry, Harry.
Great.
It's Spit Lover. That came from something earlier
Oh, he
today.
has so much phlegm.
Who?
Can we talk about Harry's phlegm?
No, we're not talking about Harry's phlegm.
He
No
had
one
a
knows.
phlegm bottle and
Oh,
emptied it
that
out. You could see everything fall out, and it was like, ugh.
Sexy.
So this is a good. This is a good podcast. This is the third time we've tried. Because the first 2
Don't
times
expose us.
it was just screaming.
Yeah.
It was just autistic screaming. I can say that.
Can
My
you-
mum and dad think I'm autistic. They
My mum said that.
I was just like taking the bins out, and my mum says, "Josh, me and your dad think you're slightly autistic," and I go, "What the fuck?" I'm like, "Whoa."
Josh,
That kind of pissed me off. What?
can we? Okay, this is a serious.
I'm being
subject.
dead serious.
I know, but I'm saying this is also another serious subject.
Yeah.
Can we talk about your next door neighbour, please?
Oh yeah.
Which one?
Next
The
door
one that
neighbour?
keeps trying to fuck your mum.
Oh, my old next door. I got 2 fucking crazy neighbour stories.
Tell us both of them.
Shall I start with the first one?
Yes.
Yeah.
So my first house, because when I was a baby, we lived at my nan's, then a flat, then a house, then a flat, then a house. Right, I'm at a house now. So we're at my house. It's a pretty nice place. We have these lovely neighbours. Little girl, I play out with her all the time. 'Cause I'm a young little kid as well. I wasn't like no. This was like years ago. I was like 4 years old.
Josh,
Well, I'm not
I
like
think we need to end the podcast.
I'm like 17 years old. Going, hey, do you want some toys? Let's play in my garden, away from prying eyes. No, so it's like, so I'm like, and they move away to Australia, which sucked because we were really good friends. I only had shit neighbours after that. No, they were pretty cool neighbours, some of them. And then new neighbours come in, and it's 3 people. I've never met one of them. I've met the other 2. One of them, they're an old couple and their daughter, who was quite, well, not right in the head, I'll say that, very much. Wouldn't leave the house. They had to, keep her in, a room kind of situation. And the old woman's a bit mad as well, and the old man, I'm not gonna say his name, but we'll call him
Brent.
Bernard.
Oh.
We'll call him Bernard.
Oh, my granddad's called that.
Oh, your granddad's been fucking freaking me out, man. But like, so they move in and everything seems fine. Yeah, okay. You're playing Free Penguin on our podcast. That's fucking great. And I'm like, and it's fine. And then they start banging on our walls. This woman. Because my room was directly next to theirs.
Mhm.
And I'm playing with my toys.
Mm.
Boom, boom, boom.
I'm playing
Shut the fuck up! Shut up! And I'm like, whoa! I'm like freaking out. I'm a young child.
How thin are your walls?
I don't know. I was just playing toys. Probably
paper.
listening in. Yeah, probably. But like then my dad comes in. He's like banging on the wall saying, "Fucking go get it, my fucking son!" Oh, and it's like that was fun. And then another time, I'm outside front little street playing out. Bernard comes up to me. Bernard comes up to me and he gives me 4 packets of Pogs.
Of what?
What is
Pogs.
that?
It's like these little disc things.
Oh,
it's like
okay.
an 80s thing.
I
Gives me
think I know
4
what you're talking
packets of them and some sweets and
He's
just
had them-
walks away. He just comes out and hands me them, saying bye, and he walks away. I'm like, okay.
He's had them in
And I
his
go and tell
pockets
my
since the
mum.
80s.
And like she's like, okay, that's a bit weird, but. And then another time, I'm just like in my back garden kicking a football around. It's hitting the gate a bit. Oh, Robert's run past. He's haunting our podcast.
We can talk in a minute. Sorry.
And we're and I'm just kicking a ball at a gate. She
Oh,
chucks a
gosh,
whole
what
pail of
happened?
boiling water over the fence. It was like hot water because I saw the steam. She chucks boiling hot water over the fence.
That's just aiming for you.
I was like 8 years old at the time.
She's aiming for you.
Yeah, because I was kicking the
What
football.
bitch?
Oh my god, wait.
Only in Basildon.
But my mum and dad told me that they saw the daughter once just outside screaming. It was a very like
So they threw hot water at her.
no, they
balloon
just
bands.
He's talking about a serious life
and
changing
that's like
thing, and you're like, oh, did you?
those are like
balloon
that's my
bands?
first experience with crazy neighbours. Then we moved to an apartment. It was up on the other side of Basildon town where I'm living,
Okay.
and everything's fine. There was 2 mental neighbours actually. There was this really angry couple who would have arguments at 3 in the morning till the police showed up, and you just hear, "You fucking cunt! No, you fucking slag! You fucking..." And all you'd hear
Slick.
all nights,
Fuck,
all of the
fuck,
nights.
fuck.
And then there was actually 3 fuckers. There's this one kid that was like a really fucking weirdo, and he shook my cat, and I had to go out in pajamas and tell him off
How old was it?
because he was like a couple years younger than me at the time. I
What
was like
drugs did he
15,
live off?
14. He was like 13. Ish. And I've got these baggy ass fucking like stripy
With no
pajamas
banging
on. All these kids are outside. This guy grabbed my cat and shook it, and I'm like, "Hey, what the fuck are you shaking my cat for?" And he also like my dad was riding his bike home because he rides a bike because he's cool.
Oh,
you
my
know.
dad also has
Not a
a bike.
motorbike, a bicycle.
Oh, my dad has
Oh,
a
mate.
motorbike.
Yeah,
wish
my
I could-
dad's not that. My dad's
I
the
wish
kind
I
of, he
could
doesn't know how
ride
to
a
drive,
motorbike.
but that's
Oh.
fine. He's a lovely man. We'll get into my lovely, sweet, peachy dad in a bit, but.
Alright.
But anyway, so this kid, my dad's riding home. He just jumps in front of the bike and he like swerves. And we called this kid Lawnmower Kid because he always had a fucking lawnmower with him.
Well, like a
Always,
pencil.
like a different one. Like I've seen him with about 100 different lawnmowers in my life. But our next door neighbour, it was an old man and his
Guys,
40-year-old
we've got
son.
15 minutes till Paul's lesson.
How long?
Alright, then we've got 15 minutes till the podcast
15
ends.
or 15?
Yeah, 15 or 14.
Oh, that's
16.
alright. We can end it in 10 minutes.
Oh, I got this fucking shit.
It's because Josh talks too much.
You know what?
Shut
The
up.
podcast is about fucking talking. Let's sit here in silence. But yeah, no, my so there's like this old man. Thanks for moving the mic, Bill. Great. Bill, stop threatening people. We're trying to do. But yeah, no. So fuck it out. So there's this guy called Ben and his dad. He's about the same age as my dad, which is about 30
Are
something.
these stories all true?
Yeah, these are all 100% true.
What the fuck?
I'm not bullshitting you
I
here.
didn't back
Josh,
it,
you should write a book.
I should, but that's why I'm doing a podcast. It's easier.
True. Oh, you can go Audible.
But yeah. So
we could do.
I'm trying to tell my
Yeah,
fucking
without
story here.
Bill
It's
and
been going on for
Blake.
so long.
Bill
Bill's
just
sitting there
shut
like,
the fuck up.
So there's this guy who's like 60ish years, and his son who's like 40ish, right?
He's not-
Older than my dad at the time.
Damn.
So
Wait, is your dad older than him now?
no. What do you mean? If that was a stupid fucking question. Think about what you just said. Oh, so the guy was older than my dad at the time, but now my dad's older than him. He doesn't age. But he's this 4-year-old guy, right?
Yeah.
He does cocaine all the time. He smokes weed, you know.
Who, your
Oh,
dad?
lovely.
No, not my dad.
Oh, Bill!
But
we're just gonna welcome Ariana Grande. To
his name was Bernard as well. Surprising, mad, isn't it?
What?
Real
Oh my-
surprise.
Like the guy from
Small world.
Megamind.
Why are we playing shit from another podcast?
Josh.
What the fuck?
Josh, you missed something on Tuesday. He floored someone because they said he didn't like Ariana Grande.
Oh yeah, that.
What do you mean?
I was in year 7.
Flopped him because they didn't like Ariana Grande.
I never heard of that.
Fuck it up.
Finn, I don't
I
like
stabbed
Ariana
someone in
Grande.
the pen. No, in
That's
the
fine.
hand.
I
with, like, a
stabbed
pen
someone
on.
in the pen, yeah. Right in their pen, I got them, and they were fucking on the floor. They were creasing and crawling and grinding
Basically,
and fucking
It
dying.
was
Yeah,
um,
remind me. No.
it was a cold afternoon.
Cold
I
Sunday
was
afternoon.
6 years old,
6 years old.
and I was in
On a
year
cold
2.
Sunday
So
afternoon.
basically, it wasn't Sunday because I was in fucking school.
Alright, fuck
And
you. You
basically-
Wait, what?
Basically, I was in
In
I was in
school.
primary school once.
So it isn't Saturday.
No,
No, it's not.
You said it was a
fucking
cold Saturday
I
morning.
said it was
Bill!
a cold
Oh.
afternoon,
Oh,
Cold afternoon.
and
And
I had this friend called
I
Jamie.
had this friend called Jamie.
Had a friend.
And yeah, I know, right? Fuck
Um,
you. And then basically he was like scribbling all over my work, and I was like,
No.
fuck you. So I got my hand and I like slammed down on the table, but I forgot there was a pencil in my hand, and I slammed it into his hand and stabbed his hand.
Shall we stay for a little bit longer?
We can't.
Oh, can we not?
No.
Yeah, we could do.
How
Can
can
for a
we?
bit.
The mic smells nice.
Shooting music video.
No,
Yeah, we gotta do the music
Oh,
and
we didn't
stuff, so
think
it's
we
alright.
can.
But yeah, continue story. Sallow.
Yeah, so I stabbed him in the hand, and then I started crying because I was laughing, and then
You
his
started crying. didn't you?
yeah, and then he like screamed, but like it wasn't like a little scream; it was like a scream.
Yeah, we just spent an hour screaming into the mic.
Can Thanks for watching. That's the end of the. Is that, can I tell a story quickly?
Oh wait, is that in the end?
When I was
Okay.
when I was really young, about 3,
Yeah.
Yeah.
my mum came downstairs and I was sitting on the kitchen side and I was eating a goldfish.
You were
I had a goldfish in my mouth.
What? Why did you not say this sooner?
Because you were like,
Just eat a goldfish.
yeah, exactly.
Oh my god.
All you had to do was go, shh, I ate a
Because
goldfish.
you know like some, you know like goldfish
How do you eat
jump
a
out of tank.
seagull? I mean, oh my god! He just grabs one. He goes.
No, what happened was, because you know they jump.
I saw a pigeon.
You know they
Shut up. Seagull eat
You
a
know they
pigeon once.
jump out the tank sometimes.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, one, he obviously jumped out the tank. He was on the side, and I was just sitting there going,
Oh, you were sucking on it.
no,
You were proper eating it.
like, trying.
Dude, he invented sushi.
I don't remember what mum told me. Yeah, exactly. Raw fish.
Oh, dude, that's fucking
Bill, I didn't
mad.
know you were Japanese.
I love eating seagull as well.
Yeah.
I love
no.
a good tasty seafood. Have you ever beat your dog?
Beat my dog.
I beat my dog.
Like,
I've never bitten my dog. I've never had a dog.
No, when he growls at me, I growl him back.
Technically, I think I have bitten a dog from all the Chinese.
Chong Chinese. That should not go in.
Okay, what
That was bad.
Oh, Timmy man, Chinese man.
Oh, please.
I can go.
I like eating doggy.
We could all be Chinese and they'd never know, so it's not racist.
I'm
Oh,
Chinese.
Finch.
Oh, Chinese man. Uncle Mate.
Alright, stop it.
Okay, can we say goodbye to them now?
No, one more.
Leaving.
No, I want.
How much time we got left?
It's 22.
I wanted to ask one more
We've got
question.
10 minutes.
I want to ask one more question.
Okay.
One more question.
What's the weirdest thing you've ever done? Starting with Sally.
Start with me.
Starting
Yeah.
with you.
I don't actually
I'm gonna go
know.
finale.
It must be one
I
thing.
think the weirdest thing I've ever done,
Do you want me to go first or
Yeah.
think?
Yes, please.
I've got three. I'll shoot three different
Okay,
things
go
at
on.
you.
We will judge if it's a weird.
I'll double barrel, triple barrel them.
Go on.
When I was a baby, I ate my own shit and
Oh.
and I wiped it all around the walls
Was that last
everywhere. No, when I was a baby, I threw a dead rat at my friends. And finally, I
You can say.
walked home in my own vomit shoes. There's a
Oh,
free.
That's not weird though.
Okay, I think I.
No, the weirdest.
Okay.
The rat ones are weird. You throw a dead
Really?
rat at your friend.
There's a I don't know. I think it's deleted now. But there was a video of me, and I had a stick, and there was a dead rat, and I was like, "You guys want to buy a rat?" And I just fucking lobbed it at them. And it's I thought it was really funny at the time. And the shit one, I was a weird baby. Oh, I've actually,
we can tell.
I got my third one would be, I pissed on a teacher
Oh, I remember.
on a water ride. So I think that's the weirdest thing I've ever done.
Me and my cousin used to throw banana skins at the wall.
Oh.
That's not very interesting, but just came to my mind. What are you looking
Do you want me
at?
to tell the story of pissing myself, or do you have something to say?
I've got a weird one.
I'm
Go on
jealous.
then.
I shit in a cup.
Did you actually?
One time I pissed in a beer bottle and my cousin almost drank it.
Oh.
You know you get like plastic. What's it called?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was shitting one of them. I don't know why.
One time I was drunk at a park with my friends. My cousin came down for the week, and we had all these cheapy beers. And he went to take a piss at the bar, and I was with my
At the
mate
bar?
Mia. I'm with my mate Mia. I'm like, Mia, I'm drunk at this point. Me and Mia are very drunk at this point. And I said to Mia, I need to piss. Should I piss in this bottle, put it back down, and see if someone drinks it? And she says, yeah. She's egging me on, and I piss in the bottle and I put it
Okay.
back. And my cousin grabs it. He goes, "What's this for?" I go, "No clue, man." And he goes and drink it, and I say, no, I pissed. No, I couldn't let him drink my own piss.
No, that'd kill him.
Bill, okay, I have one thing.
He was very angry.
Oh no, I have quite a few actually.
Go.
Okay, once I was dared to eat this random donut off the pavement floor,
Okay.
And you did it.
which I mean,
It's not
it's a
that bad.
donut.
Standard.
Did you die?
I don't know.
Yeah, she
I?
did. Can
You
not
tell
fucking-
me, fucking idiot.
All ghosts
Anyway.
wear mustard hoodies. Fucking duh, you stupid.
So basically, and the
Fucking
second
idiot.
one is, I was at camp, and
Is that
I found a worm, and I threw it into the
Amazing.
fire, and the next morning we found it, and it was all crispy, and I ate it.
What?
I'm joking, I didn't eat it, but
One
we did.
time I saw 2 skinned frogs outside of an Asda's.
Once I threw a dead jellyfish at my brother.
What
My
the
dad
fuck?
got stung by a jellyfish.
I threw it at his
once.
back because he pissed me off.
I pissed in his mouth before that. Just we were having fun. I got a bit carried away and pissed all in his mouth. So is that how are we gonna wrap it up like that then?
Yeah.
just-
Okay.
Wait, no.
We still got
Finn,
5
what's the weirdest thing? You
minutes.
got
Yeah,
5
we're
minutes. Finn, yeah. What's
Yeah,
the?
Finn, come on.
I've
Factor now,
basically done
man.
the same things as you, but I pooed in the sand, and then I made
You
my
were that
sister
kid.
sit on it.
Are you serious?
That's it, everyone.
Thank you.
Yep.
This is the Blue Door Podcast.